What's your point of order?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise on Standing Order 216. Mr. Speaker, Standing Order 216-2 provides that a member appointed to a departmental committee at the commencement of a parliament at any other time during the term of parliament shall, unless the House resolves otherwise, serve for the term of the parliament, subject to Standing Order 217. Mr. Speaker, Standing Order 176. Standing Order 176, Mr. Speaker, provides the criteria, Mr. Speaker, of the discharge of a member from a committee. Mr. Speaker, I have been a member of the Departmental Committee on Energy, Forestry, and Mining. Standing Order 176 provides that a party may discharge a member from a select committee after the member has been accorded an opportunity. Number two, it provides that the party whip of the party that nominates a member to a select committee shall give notice in writing to the Speaker with the intention of discharging that member from that select committee. And number three, most important, the Speaker shall, within 3 days of receipt of the notice, under paragraph 2, inform the member. Mr. Speaker, I am a member of the Departmental Committee on Energy, or on Environment. And Mr. Speaker, if I have been removed, the standing orders provide that 176 shall apply on Standing Order 216. It is even written there. Mr. Speaker, you cannot remove a member from a committee. I am not in the list on the Committee on Environment, Forestry and Mining, which I was nominated to at the beginning of this parliament. Mr. Speaker, even if Osoro, even if Ichungwa does not want me in this committee, you must remove me procedurally. Give me a hearing, notify the Speaker to give me a notice. Mr. Speaker, it will not be in order to continue with whatever is happening here, because it is okay to remove me. It is within the procedure and rules. These standing orders, Mr. Speaker, you are one of the creators of these standing orders. I have used them for the last 12 years. I was a whip of a county assembly, so I know how to use standing orders. You cannot remove me without, I need letters written to me. Accord me a hearing. After according me a hearing, now give notice to the Speaker. The Speaker will tell me within 3 days, you cannot remove me in the morning. I have been a member of this committee and I cannot remove in the manner in which you want to remove me. However powerful you might be, Mr. Speaker, it is not correct. Whatever has been tabled before this House, Mr. Speaker, is kangaroo, it is null and void, it cannot operate because they are standing orders and the procedure and rules of this House, the traditions. When Mheshimiwa Kimani Ichungwa, when several honorable members were de-whipped from committees, the Honorable Wangwe, who is the immediate former whip, wrote letters to specific members. And apart from that, the communications were done directly to the Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I cannot be removed from and the Speaker cannot oversee my removal from a committee, a departmental committee, without me being discharged by my political party. And Mr. Speaker, because you are the Solomon of this House, kindly do not proceed with this motion in the state that it is, and it will be a procedural wrong. This is the making of Kimani Ichungwa, which cannot work in this assembly. Thank you very much.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Honorable Speaker, the member for Kajiado North is my very good friend, and he served as a member of the County Assembly of Kajiado. And he has clearly read out to us the standing order. I will choose to ignore the invocation of the name Kimani Ichungwa, which is now a spot for those who have nothing else to speak about. They can only speak about Kimani Ichungwa, and I know why he's trying to invoke the standing orders. The standing orders, Honorable Speaker, make it clear, unless otherwise resolved by the House. Therefore, I would implore on the member for Kajiado North, other than carelessly invoking the name of Kimani Ichungwa, who is not the majority whip, because the majority whip is called Honorable Silvanus Osoro. Other than doing that, he should be spending his time now convincing the House to resolve otherwise. Otherwise, Honorable Speaker, invoking the name of Kimani Ichungwa to look popular out there, my friend, go and do those things in the County Assembly of Kajiado, not in the National Assembly. Spend your time in the National Assembly discussing matters of greater importance to the people of Kajiado North, who are suffering without roads, whose children cannot even go to school because their member of parliament is busy following people in some other village somewhere. Why don't you follow members of your constituency in their own constituency addressing their issues? I will not allow, Honorable Speaker, any member to use my name or invoke my name to try and seek cheap publicity. Our standing orders are very clear, and Honorable Ngogoyo should know that. Deal with matters to do with your constituents. And there is also some levels of insatiable greed that we cannot be able to satisfy as a house. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, the issue raised is simple. Let the Honorable Ngogoyo convince members of this House to resolve otherwise. Otherwise, the standing order, as he read, is very well, is in very simple language that even a member of a county assembly can be able to interpret.
Osoro. Osoro.
Honorable Speaker, thank you very much. Honorable Speaker, when I moved this particular motion, I did indicate that coming up with a list of committees in any particular committee, Honorable Speaker, is not very easy. The movement of one to the other affects another. And it is by...
Address the issue he has raised. It's very simple.
That is where I'm heading to, Honorable Speaker. I'm making my case.
Yes.
I'm making my case that the movement of one member to another committee must affect the other because there are issues of regional balance, there are issues of gender, there are issues of party, Honorable Speaker. I am actually not aware, and I'm now checking, that the particular committee that he intended to be included, or rather he has been serving, Honorable Speaker, his name is missing. Then it must be placed somewhere for that list, Honorable Speaker.
Take your seat.
But even with that...
Take your seat. Take your seat. I expected you as a good lawyer to be listening. The Honorable Ngogoyo is raising an objection under Standing Order 176 on the allegation of discharge of a member from the committee. He is clearly out of order. What is before the House is a reconstitution of committees, is not discharge of members from any committee. If you looked at your standing orders very well, we are dealing with reconstitution of committees, and it's up to the House to resolve that the list brought by the whips is voted for in the affirmative, whereafter committees will be reconstituted, or voted on in the negative, whereafter I'll send them back to the drawing board to reconstitute the committees. When a member is singularly or with another discharged from a committee, that will then come in a separate form, and I'll address it when it does come. So you're out of order. Order, Ngogoyo. Yes, Kiamba, is that Kiamba?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and I have a point to express in relation to the committees. Last time, some of us never got departmental committees. We went to the chairs concerned, we explained, and even up to now, we have not gotten departmental committee. I find this very marginalizing and not even having an altar of accountability. When you take some members as second-class members of parliament, even when we've made official requests and you are maintained, you don't have a substantial departmental committee for 2 consecutive times.